Let's just say that this has been a hard year for everybody. I think everyone's struggling in their own way with, you know, this pandemic and all the stuff we've had to deal with. But I also think that everyone is trying their best. So let me say, um, still planning out the remainder of this year. I don't think anyone should have to suffer grade wise this year. So, in my opinion, if you show up and you are paying attention, you should get a passing grade. It's just my opinion. Um, so, a few things I'm going to focus on for the remainder of the year is having everyone learn the process of putting together not just their artwork, but also learning how I do this whole setup with the video and the music and all that. So, I've started the music production aspect of this program. I'm getting things together to start that, I should say. Yo, I'm on up with how you open this one? Yo. Okay. Oh, got a little weight to it. Okay. But I will be teaching some video editing. And that type of thing. So, and I got the inspiration from a few of former students and current students as well. JoJo, Dwayne, Marquise.
I'm running, but I bet he lose his spine. Yeah. I'm a janky in the pen, I lost my mind. On the block, I'm clocking, souping. They walk down and check my time. You niggas vibing on the beat, but you bitches don't even rhyme.
Borgia, those guys are flourishing right now, and
I keep my dog on me. They really don't want to be. And I don't think they say they gon' pull up the whole time they calling the cops on me. 12 pulling his daughter weave. She yelling, "Go harder, G!" Go harder, G. Back of the side, and now you just wanna copy that off of me.
Touched my heart the other day when I got a message from Dwayne. He was thanking me for allowing him to during class. I would allow him to write during the week, and on Friday he would perform those written pieces.
Baby Draco make her titty possessed. 762 for that low ass vest. Walk up on him bugging, it'll be a mess. Try me dummy, yeah, I lifted the rest. Get the purple, my gang can get robbed. We gonna be pulling your car. Got an op, I'ma throw like the law. If you blow, you gon' hit in that spot.
He was such a helpful guy during class time. Helped everybody out. Just a real spark in the classroom. That giving him those alternative assignments was easy because he was good at it. And as a teacher, you're supposed to be able to give those opportunities where you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Not change things. It's to be flexible and give alternative assignments when it's feasible. And to me, it made perfect sense. Music and art go hand in hand. So to me, it was a no brainer. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish out this year strong. We're gonna continue to be creative. I'm gonna continue to put things together for you all. I have some things in the works that I'm trying to plan out. But let's keep this thing going. Let's get through this year. I do apologize. I have a lot of teacher guilt for not being there, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's it. I'm proud of all you guys for just getting through this. I'm proud of all you guys. We all have, like I said, challenges. Been challenged with this in our own ways, but let's finish this year out strong. And I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. I have some things in store for you guys on this particular video. Just sit back, enjoy. You can draw and write, you know, if you feel like it. But just take in the information. Peace.
Did I explain to you that we have to tell the truth in court? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
If I told you that this pen was blue, would that be the truth or a lie?
A lie.
And if I told you that this microphone was white, would that be the truth or a lie?
A lie.
You gonna promise to tell us the truth from what you remember?
Yeah.
Did you go to a Dodger game with your daddy
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah.
Did your daddy buy you anything during the game?
Yeah.
What did he buy you?
Ice cream and candy and some Dodgers cards.
Some Dodger cards? Where did he buy the Dodger cards? Do you remember?
If Juan had the alibi of the Dodger game, why didn't he mention it when the police were interviewing him the night that he was arrested?
You'd have to ask him that.
What are you doing the night of the call? Well, I'm gonna remember. And hopefully that's gonna clear me up, dude.
You know, these guys are telling me that I killed some 16-year-old girl. Like, the date was, like, was irrelevant to me at that point.
I asked Juan some details about the game. Juan has a fantastic ability to recall games, plays, details, because I think they may have been filming something there that day.
Been to hundreds of Dodger games and never have I seen them film anything there. And, you know, this particular day, they were there.
All he remembered were security personnel blocking the aisle and this man walking up and down the stairs for the different takes. So I went back to Dodger Stadium, walked with Sam to the media relations department. The person that was there pulled out this big calendar book. Watched her start flipping April, May, and like all these pages are blank. She turns to May 12th, and damn if there isn't an entry on May 12th. And it had some kind of obscure production company name. I didn't recognize it, but it had a phone number. I called it up, and they answer, HBO.
I get a cold call from a guy that's, this is Todd Melnick. I'm a lawyer, and he tells me this crazy story.
He says, well, we don't usually release any pre-production footage. You'll have to wait until it airs.
My first thought is, this guy's nuts. And secondly, there's 56,000 people at this game. How could this guy possibly be on camera?
I said, I need to find anything. I need to place my client at Dodger Stadium on that night.
Meantime, I talked to Larry, and I'm like, Larry, there's this guy that says, you know, his guy's in jail, and he's a lawyer, and they remember camera crews being there, and they think it's us.
What's that song? What is that song?
Curb Your Enthusiasm was a comedy that was on HBO. It starred Larry David, the creator of Seinfeld.
At the time, the name Larry David didn't ring a bell to me. I had no idea that he was this mega huge Hollywood star.
He's right, of course, in referring to me as a mega huge star. That's totally accurate about it. Yeah.
So he said, okay, when can you come down? I said, how about tomorrow? He says, okay, tomorrow.
Just hearing that, like, you know, he was going to go down there and see this, you know, these outtakes, you know, it just lifted my spirits instantly.
This episode was called The Carpool Lane. It was the 17th episode of season 4.
Oh, you should see the traffic. The only thing moving is the carpool lane. I'll never make it. I'm just gonna go home.
The episode was that I picked up a hooker in the carpool lane and took her to Dodger Stadium.
Hey, Daddy, you want a date with Mama? Monina, I got a red snapper that'll talk to you, Daddy.
Get in the car.
I had never seen the show. I'd never heard of the show. I didn't have HBO, so I didn't have any exposure to the show. I was a runner. I was a PA, you know, go deliver this here, go pick this up, bring it back to the office sort of thing. So I had no clue what I was getting into.
I knew that we were going to have to, you know, find a baseball stadium and fill it with thousands of extras And of course, he wanted to do the Dodgers since it's LA. That right there was a huge uh-oh.
We are part of the entertainment community in Los Angeles, and we do want to cooperate.
They came back and said, all right, here's what we could do. We showed up, I believe it was in the late afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock was the call time.
Now, I didn't understand that. I was like, how are we going to shoot at a real game? This is crazy. I know the seats ain't way the fuck up here.
You got a problem with the seats?
You said we had good seat club seats and shit.
We shot in 2 sections. I don't know if they call it a grandstand at Dodger Stadium, the upper deck, I don't know.
It's very arbitrary where we were placed.
I never saw the cameras at the Dodger game. I don't know if people even knew people were filming.
We had a very, very long lens. The whole thing was we needed to be almost invisible.
I had to be in bad seats and then see Bob Einstein. He played Marty Funkhauser on the show.
So I went to the Curb Your Enthusiasm studios in Santa Monica, and I get put into an editing bay. And they had an engineer that was putting in these beta tapes one by one and playing them for me.
I remember it being chaos, to be honest with you. You've got 2 or 3 people trying to hold back thousands of people.
Midway through the game, my daughter asked me for, I don't remember, ice cream or popcorn, candy, something.
There was about 8 tapes, and we're putting in tape after tape after tape.
We went up to the concession stands, and I bought her what she wanted.
We start to roll the scenes, and, there's some shots of Bob Einstein.
Hey, Larry, I see you got a ticket.
Yeah, the seats really stink, though.
When I got back, there was a camera crew right on our aisle.
We weren't supposed to stop people from walking up and down the aisle, but if they didn't want to be on camera, we would say, can you wait 1 minute?
Can I try that? Why not?
I grabbed my daughter's hand, and I tried to walk down the stairs, but I was stopped.
You're not gonna let me sit there? Not even for a minute.
These are paying customers. We can't hold them for too long of a duration.
It's only about maybe 6 minutes of tape on each of these beta tapes. And we're already on tape number 5 or 6, and I'm getting disheartened.
The same guy who stopped me, he looked over at me, and then he was just like, hey, you know what? Just go ahead. And nobody was being let in.
Thanks.
I probably didn't even know that we were rolling the camera. And if I did, I was probably a shitty PA and let them through anyway.
I literally jumped out of my chair.
Literally sprung out of his chair.
And there was this gasp.
And there he was. Pretty cool.
Is that them right there? Wow.
This week, pick some of the things we've worked on that you want to revisit. I forgot to add this in. Do you want to have to do these with the tracing table? At least have like a message in your work. Man, I am so proud of you. All right, I'm done for the day. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
Yo, I never seen this though. Oh, nah. Nobody seen that ghost come pull that under him. Oh. Deep the right knee slide. Oh, boy landed right on that shoulder.
We got him.
Pow!
He shot him.
Nah, yo. Yo, I hope he okay,
get
bro, because he
up.
went head first.
Ooh, my knee.
It's like his knee jumped away from his body. All jokes aside, I'm really trying to figure out how did this happen? Like, watch the knee.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now that we're such nice people. Hey, you okay?
See, this right here, this is determination. Hey! No matter what, get to a bucket windmill. Hey! Thought you had a layup? Let me get the 80 on. Watch the slow step. 1, 2, lay. And skip that lane bump and 1. Now let's go behind the back. Excuse me. 1, 2, lay. Open up behind the back, sham back, and skip through. Dime. He got vision too. Throw out, split between 2, get it back. 1, 2, reverse lay. But first class. Hang, bounce. Watch the 360 though. Ooh, hey, I see food. Go get that upstairs. Yo, this kid is unbelievable. Like, snatch, come down the lane. 1, 2, bump, bucket. Now catch, bring it downhill. Euro step, bye. Showtime upstairs. Split the fast break, get it back. Pull up on a dime.
Daddy,
What's up, babe?
what's real hip hop?
Yo, microphone check 1, 2. What is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. I float like gravity, never had a cavity. Got more rhymes than the one that's got family. No need to sweat Arsenio to gain some type of fame. No shame in my game, cause I always be the same. Styles upon styles is what I have. You wanted just to fight for, but you still don't know the half.
Alright, here we go. The blizzard of winter of 2009, 2010. It's February 6th. No. Snow up to my knees. You can see the house. It's covered with snow. Whole neighborhood is. Now I'm going to attempt to make it to work. The reason I'm going because I get double pay. That's it. Let me get to work.